Hello, my name is Matt Putland and I'm a production designer based in Queensland. As a production designer, you have many tools at your disposal to help visually tell a story. One of the most powerful, I think, is colour, or choosing a selection of colours, called a palette, to help narrow down the tone and visual style of the story that you're telling. In this video, I'm going to go through how we were able to use palette in the production of Predestination to help distinguish what time periods our main character was travelling through. Predestination was based on a short story written by Robert A. Heinlein, one of the great sci-fi writers. It's a time travel story spanning many decades, from the 1940s through to the 1990s. So in pre-production, we got together with the DOP and the director and we came up with distinct colour palettes that would identify each time period. So the earliest period, the 40s/50s, were quite a somber period for our characters. So we decided to go with a muted down cream, brown, with touches of green as a colour palette for this period. So the 60s were a lot more fun, being predominantly set in Space Corp, our version of 1960s NASA. The palette chosen here was very white and silver, very aerodynamic and clean, and introducing quite a bold blue in the way of the costume. Even in the domestic settings set in the 60s, we were able to stamp our palette on the interiors using set decoration and soft furnishings. The bulk of Predestination takes place in a 1970s New York dive bar. For this we went with an autumnal colour palette, using yellows, burnt oranges, browns, and our blue was deepened into a navy. The last time period that we travelled to is the early 90s. This was the foundation of the time travel, a facility that we called Sub-Rockies, scripted as a subterranean cement bunker. This was built as a set in the studio, so he had total control over what we did. We wanted to give this part of the film a timeless feel, so we decided to strip out pretty much all the colour, leaving black, white and grey. There have been lots of studies about the power of colour and how it can be used visually to emote and to tell a visual story. I hope you've enjoyed the case study that I've shown here for Predestination.